Hello, hello. Welcome to Freedom Powered Up Live. Welcome. I'm super excited, everyone who's coming on, joining us live from wherever you're joining, whatever platform you're joining in, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever you're joining in. Welcome. I'm super excited for this conversation. I have talked to my friend live and on podcast before, and it's always been delicious. It's always been juicy. It's always been spirit moving. And so I'm really excited to have her on really as my first guest in a while, to just have a warm and cozy and energy touching conversation, and just to kind of set the tone. She and I were catching up, and we were ending the conversation and touched on a topic that when she said what she said, I was like, I feel like this gets to go live. I feel like we get to have community conversation. And so whether you're watching live or whether you're watching on replay, #replay, and you're watching, would love for you on either, wherever you are, on hers or mine, or wherever you're watching, would love for you to drop your comments, drop your questions, drop your experiences, so that we can have this community feel, this community vibe, and just move forward as a collective. So without further ado, introducing my friend and my guest, Charmaine Jallow. Please correct me if I didn't pronounce that correctly.
No, perfect.
Yay! Welcome to our conversation.
Thank you so much for inviting the conversation and initiating it. I'm so excited to talk with you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm excited too. And I'll tell you, I'm excited because this topic is so very near and dear to my heart. It's so very near and dear to a lot of the issues that come up when I'm dealing with clients, and I'm going to assume, but let me not assume. Let me ask: is this the issue that comes up when you're dealing with your clients as well?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I would say 90% of my clients, first of all, are female. But the men that I work with as well, they are nonconformists many times, just that they're in the space already. They're not conforming.
Look at my face.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about the male female energies, and let's just get into the conversation. I have the title up there: Who Are You Without Their Roles and Rules? And yeah. I'm very you know me, and people who know me that I'm very careful with the words that I use. And so I really mean, we could have said, who are you without your rules? Right? Who are you without your roles? But the truth is, most often than not, they're not your roles.
That's right.
They're roles that we took on, right? Yeah. And so it's almost like this. It's like, we came into the world and we're open, and we're sponges, and we're learning, and we're growing, and we're expanding. And then community, religion, village, society, matrix, they're like, and so here are some roles.
Please choose which ones out of the menu. These are your only options.
These are your only options, right? Based on your anatomy. And
yes.
And so, and please be proficient in A, B, and C.
All at the same time.
And all at the same time.
Smile.
And be happy and smile.
Yes. Well, at least make us think you're happy. We don't really care if you're happy.
Okay, now we're.
Appearance.
No, because I need that to be repeated. Like, I need this to know.
Yeah, I mean, that menu was handed to us, just like you said. Nobody checked in. Are you okay with this? Is this what you would like to do? It's like, you look like this, you do this. and you look happy doing it, or else, or else.
Because what's really interesting about this is that if you don't look happy doing it, then they're not happy with you doing it.
Yeah. Well, we can't please them anyway. And when I say them, I'm talking about society, but maybe also our parents, my parents, yes. Um,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and maybe a spouse, that you came into an agreement together and it was love, but there were all of these roles that were expected, and it's just
Okay.
we were
So
raised.
let's not even dance. Let's just talk about the roles. You know what I'm saying? Let's
Right.
put the
Let's
list
do
out there. What are the roles? What's the role?
I mean, my experience as a woman has been that I was expected to produce children. I was supposed to be beautiful to the opposite
Mm.
sex. I was supposed to do things that were attractive, but not too attractive. Be careful. And then also be excited to be a mother.
You know what? Let's just dip into not too. Hey, DCU. Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
Be attractive, but not too attractive,
not
because
too attractive.
that has been something.
But
That
you
has
find
been
a
something.
way.
Okay, so that has been something that has weaved into my life,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I'll just say this: it's weaved into my life because I came from a very, very, very conservative denomination,
Mm,
right? Denomination of Christianity, and so
mhm.
there was always this dance of, yeah, especially because my parents are Jamaican, right? So it is definitely look
Right,
presentable, right? Don't
right, right, right,
you
right.
ain't
Yes,
about to leave this house not looking presentable,
right, right.
right?
Yes,
But then at
yes,
the same time, not too attractive, right? Cover
right.
up, you know. And what's interesting, because like I said, very conservative, right? I went to an extremely conservative
Yeah,
university for my bachelor's. So it was
okay.
long skirts, cover up the ankles, cover up the shoulders, cover up the wrists,
Wow.
right? Yeah,
Okay.
your neck is sexy, your shoulders are
Woo.
sexy, right? Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
Right?
that's more
And
than I grew up with, but there was a lot of restriction, I will
so let's
concur.
talk about the reason though. You're not supposed
Mm.
to be too attractive or too sexy. Why?
Control. It's
Control.
control. There's power in femininity, there's power in sensuality and sexuality, and it must be controlled. And I really feel like that has to do with those other roles too,
Ooh,
control.
okay,
Control.
control. We're gonna go there. There's so much.
Yes,
It's like
I
it's so
know. I
juicy, it's
know.
so full, right?
I know.
Okay, so there's a lot of power in
Hmm.
our sensuality
Oh,
and
yes.
in the divine feminine and the feminine
Hmm.
flow and the
Hmm.
the femininity of who we are. There's a lot of power there. And
And in the
some of
divine
the
masculine. I don't mean to cut you off,
no,
but
no, yes.
everyone is talking divine feminine, and baby, I'm for it. But can we have some men stepping into their divine masculine? That would be so delicious as well.
Extremely. No, I get
Okay.
to Charmaine, calm down.
Well, I'm just going with you, friend. I'm just going with you.
Okay. I'm writing it down because we're going to come back there. We're going to come back
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
have heard the phrase and I've adopted it now and I use it in my work too, in that what we have been, many of us, and I would venture to say
Hmm.
most of us,
Hmm.
what we have been dealing with was the wounded masculine,
Yeah.
not the divine masculine.
Correct.
Right. And
Correct.
what we were hearing through the wounded masculine, the masculine that need control, that needs
Control.
hierarchy, that needs
Hmm.
suppression, is that your sensuality is bad for me,
Threatening. Yes.
threatening.
Hmm.
And the way that it was translated to me and people, who come from like really restrictive religions and things like that was your sexiness, your attractiveness, your sensuality tempts right? It tempts them and
Right.
usurps them, right? It beguiles them,
Yeah. And
manipulates
it's
them,
your
right?
fault if something happens that's negative because you were too. But I just also want to add in, and we can go back to that if you want to.
No,
But
let's go.
I also see a lot of programming, and I talk to my daughter about it. She's young, she's 10,
Mm-hmm.
but I still
Mm-hmm.
talk to her because that if you're not attractive enough, you will lose your partner or you will not attract a partner, someone more. And it's like a threat as becoming a mother. We'll get there, I know, but it's
Ooh,
all there together,
it
you
is.
know.
I actually want to stay there because first of all, I celebrate you and and just really I celebrate you and I uplift you because, I think that is so important to talk to our daughters specifically,
Mm,
children, but daughters specifically. And I do the same for mine. Mine's is only 7, but I
mm.
think
You have to.
it's because it starts super young, but it's
Yeah.
not just if you're not attractive enough. It's maintaining, right?
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
that
Definitely.
maintaining of the attractive enough.
And you almost have to have two personalities, two wardrobes in some cases. You know, there's
Ooh.
the out one and then there's the in one.
Okay, hold on. Let's talk about this. Okay, so now, no. Let's
Depends
talk
on
about
how
it.
much control your partner wants.
Ooh. So what does the
You
outer and the
know?
inner look like? What does the outer and the inner look like?
Well, for some people, it looks the same, right? There's
Mhm.
some people that
Mhm.
want to have their partner on display or they don't mind the person being in their sexiness, we'll put it, wherever they go. And I think that's okay.
Mhm.
Whatever that person's reasoning is, maybe it's never been discussed, maybe it has been discussed and it's like, you better or you better not. But my another experience that I have seen is like, be demure, be this in public,
Yes.
but at home, and it wasn't communicated. I had to figure it out all by myself in my
Mm.
case.
Mm.
Do
Mhm.
something
Mhm.
else
Me.
at home.
Yeah.
Do something else at home. And you know what? That's fine. I like that. I'm okay with that. But communicate. Don't get mad when I get something mixed up or I wear the out in out and you know,
Well, not
give me
only
some info.
communicate that, not only let's communicate that, but I get now the chance to decide whether that actually is okay with me or
Ah,
not, right?
how
Like,
about
is
that?
that actually in alignment with who I am,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Because what was happening with me in the early stages, of dating and like seeing if this is the one or whatever, what was
Mhm,
happening with
mhm.
me was I was like, I felt made to dim
Ah.
down in public,
Mm.
right? But then the problem with that is that your eyes are straying.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
then why can't
Uh-oh.
I?
Mm. Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. What is it? You know what I'm saying? Yes,
Right.
D. She got that. She got that. Hold on, I'm a flash it. Yes.
Got it. Yeah, she knows. She knows.
Okay. And I know exactly where this phrase came from. I mean, it's like
Right.
it's
And
a,
you know, to some extent, I'm okay with it because I do actually like to kind of dress modestly. I'm curvy and I do like to wear things that fit, but I don't like too much. And I think
Mhm.
it's, my experience. I was raised in a restrictive household. It wasn't based on religion. It was
Mm.
like putting on a show, to be honest. There was a lot of fakeness when I was growing up. I love my family, but there was a lot of what other people are going to think.
Yes. I grew up with that too.
You know what? Because I'm going to embarrass my friend.
Right.
Okay, that's
Right.
fine,
Mhm.
you know.
Mhm.
But it wasn't so much this is a sin or anything. It wasn't that standpoint. But when it was time to go to church, you better be dressed right. You better be dressed right. I got yelled at for wearing hoops to church
Ah,
because I looked like I was going to the club. Yeah, some hoops. Yeah, just hoops. Not,
right.
I mean, something like this. I
Right,
looked like I
right.
was going to the club.
To the club. And
Yeah.
what's interesting, and we don't have to
But
go.
going to the club was okay, by the way. It was okay.
This is what I was gonna say, is that the deeper layers of that is when am I okay? Like okay, you know what I mean?
Never.
It's
That's
it
the thing. They want to keep you off off balance. It's never okay. You have to, this is what they want. They want you to be afraid of what's going to happen if you don't do things perfectly.
If you
And
don't
that's
do things
control.
perfectly.
That's control. If you're in fear that you're not pleasing enough or you're too exciting or whatever
Mhm, mhm,
thing that you have to be
mhm,
concerned about at that moment, or
mhm,
you're afraid for your safety. I've been afraid for my safety. I'm sensitive and I
mhm,
can tell when it's not safe, you
mhm,
know,
mhm,
and I wasn't dressed in a provocative manner. Like I
mhm.
said, if you're curvy, there's also a double standard, of what's safe and what's appropriate, etc. And I feel like
Absolutely.
so on the
Right,
table.
right.
Yeah, like
Absolutely.
people with less curves, I'll say, can maybe get away with more things and not be inappropriate. I'll leave that right there.
Yeah, or deemed, let's say deemed inappropriate.
Right, right.
Right, right.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, let's talk about what else is on the list because it's a long list.
The thing I feel like that kind of got the conversation started was not being as feeling nurturing. I don't, me personally, I'm not a nurturing person. I'm very loving and I'm very affectionate.
Mhm,
But to me, nurturing is feeling
mm,
to want to, for example, hug someone when they haven't started to hug you already. Just
mhm,
natural feeling to do that. I get that so infrequently.
mm,
And I thought something was wrong with me. First of all, I did not
mhm,
grow up with affection. I think it's come from slavery because
mm,
children and parents were separated. And so it was like, I can't get too close to you because you might get sold away. And
mhm,
I don't think anybody in my bloodline worked on it. And my parents have even said, yeah, we weren't affectionate. We didn't say we loved you. We didn't do this, didn't do that. And I'm an affectionate person, so that was uncomfortable. But I don't just, I'm going back to the nurturing now. When I see my daughter, I don't always just want to, like, she's home from school. I just want to give her a big hug or I want to kiss her. I'm happy to see her, but it's just a lot of touching really wears me out. It drains me. And I'm an
mm,
energy worker. I know how to protect myself from other people taking my energy and, all those types of things. That's not the problem. The problem
mhm,
is I just don't want a lot of contact. I
mhm,
don't have a bunch of friends.
mhm,
It's me and my husband and my daughter, and that's all I can handle. I
mhm,
don't think I could even handle another child. I'm not gonna lie.
mm, mm.
That's my capacity, and God
Yeah.
has given me what I can work with. But I used to think something was wrong with me. And I started studying archetypes and understanding personality types. And there's so many
Mhm,
for women. Some of them
mhm.
are considered positive, some are considered negative.
Yeah.
But the only two that I've known about before I started studying, and the two that were celebrated to me, were the maiden
Mhm.
and the mother. And that's it.
Ooh.
Nobody knew. Well, I shouldn't say nobody knew, but nobody was celebrating. Let me go back. Like, for instance, I don't know what the female one is called. I guess like a goddess. Sorry, the goddess,
Mhm,
which is what
mhm,
I am. I have that archetype a lot, very introspective, spends a lot of
mhm.
time alone, a lot of self work, alone, alone, alone. That's my thing. So I was expected on several occasions to be excited when someone's bringing a child and I'm supposed to be interested in holding, wanting
Mm.
to play with the child if they're that age. Never. I never want to hold other people's children. I never want to play with them. I'm not interested. I love people. I was a teacher for almost 5 years and I really got an appreciation for children, but I don't want to hold your baby. You keep him over there. I know I will hold him so you can eat. I will hold him so you can do whatever you need to do. But don't ask me to babysit. And I pay people to babysit my child for that. I don't want to watch their kids.
Wow.
Now my daughter's old enough she can like keep kids entertained and they can kind of play with each other back and forth. That's different. But
Yeah.
like watch your child, what? No, please. I'll cook you dinner. help you, I'll help you in another way. I'm not nurturing. When I do get those rare, like,
Mm.
oh, I would just want to hug my daughter, I do it because I don't know when it's going to happen again. And it's
Mm.
totally natural for my archetype. I'm a high mystic. All that lovey-dovey stuff is very concentrated and very focused. And
Yeah.
I don't get it very often. I'm not saying I don't feel, like I said, I'm affectionate, all of that, but I don't, for my daughter specifically, my husband's a whole different story. But my daughter, it's like I can only be that way with one person at a time, and it's him. Sorry. She had to grow up and get a
Wow.
husband.
Wow.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
And so this is really important because yeah, in my work we deal with archetypes too, but I see it, I do astrology chart work, and so
Mhm.
I can see it in that way, in the cosmos and the planets moving and everything. And this is one of the most difficult, I think, things for hmm, particularly, oh, I'm not going to say that.
Mhm.
For people who feel so strongly opposite
Mm.
to what's been projected.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I've worked with men who do feel that nurturing, who do feel
Mhm.
like they actually want to play
Want to
dolls
be.
with their
Mhm.
daughter, right? They want
That
to,
drives me crazy.
you
I
know,
hate it.
you hate playing dolls. Like, yeah,
I
like
hate it.
I'm
I
really not
did it
the
when I was
T.
little, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I'm not the T person. And I remember I watched a coach, and she was talking with another life coach, and she was like, okay, so I know that it's supposed to be done. She said, but reading books to the children at night, I really can't stand it. Right. And so it's hard for people to say these things out loud, right?
Yeah.
Like particularly
Judgment.
for women to say, I don't like cooking, right? When the mantra was the way to a man's heart
Hard.
is through his
Stomach.
stomach. Y'all
Yeah.
can
Yes.
everybody, y'all can
It's
finish this
true.
statement. Y'all
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know? Um
I think it's true, but there are multiple ways. There are
Come
multiple
on.
ways.
There are multiple ways, and
There are
that's what's
multiple
not being
ways.
said. Right? That's
Yeah.
so
No,
you
because
guys
of
to learn how to cook,
control.
you
If
guys
you
to
give
put your
people
foot in
choices,
it. You know
you
what I'm
lose
saying? You
control. Yeah. If you give people choice, that's right. Put your foot in it. It's got to be chef's kiss every time. Really?
and enjoy it. And enjoy it.
Yeah. Enjoy yourself doing it. You know, it's funny. Certain parts of my cycle, I feel like cooking.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
hilarious to me,
Mhm.
and that's when I get my cooking done.
Okay, so I got to share something. Let me share something.
I
My
do my
son,
prep.
listen, it is so well known in my house how much I hate cooking, right? Like it's so well known that my son yesterday showed me a reel of an interview with Aretha Franklin, and they asked
Mhm.
her, "What's one of the things that that you do for yourself? Now as a successful person,
Mhm.
what's one of the things that you really don't like?" And she said, "Cooking." She said, "I can't stand it." The having to think every day
Yeah,
what is for dinner. That is
that's a part-time job.
it's a and it requires like creativity and in my house I got three
Time
children
management.
and I have a
Mhm.
husband. There's five of us. This one don't eat that one. This one eats that one. Three
I
people
know,
like
I
this,
know,
two don't. Right?
I
It's
know,
like
I know,
I
I know.
don't like I don't like the process. I don't
Right.
like I don't like the
Clean
doing of
up.
it.
The cooking
So
itself would be fine if I didn't have to organize my pantry, do the groceries each week,
ah
account for people taking things and not I didn't know it, you know?
yeah,
You have to manage. It's not
it
just
is.
walk in the kitchen and start cooking. That would
Right.
probably be okay.
Right.
But you've got to keep inventory. You've got to, like you said, plan. I got people don't want to eat the same thing 2 days in a row.
Yes.
Okay. I
Yes.
they'll eat leftovers, but it's got to be like a couple days later, and I got to make sure it doesn't go bad. I mean, baby, this is a lot happening. I'm vegetarian. It's other people eating
Right.
meat. It's like so. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Yeah, I'm with you.
So this nurturing piece, this it's okay.
Hmm.
I'm feeling like I'd like to go here.
Okay.
femininity and womanhood,
Mm,
and by counterpart, right, by design, therefore masculinity and manhood,
correct.
have been defined by roles and actions,
Hmm. Very tightly defined.
very tightly defined.
Yeah.
And, um, you know, I'm going to go here. I'm going to go super deep, super quick, real.
Hmm.
In 2004, the doctor told me, you're probably not going to be able to have children, um, because of what was going on with my uterus and cervix. And I mourned and grieved, right?
Mm.
Like the entire Latoya
Oh.
of that part of my life
Mm.
died.
Mm.
And when I tell you, I'm talking about like what
Wow.
the Old Testament goes like sackcloth and ashes, like
Wow.
it was like
Wow. Oh,
ugly cry for days and days, like mourning and
wow.
grieving. And here's the thing, it isn't so much because I desperately wanted to have children. That wasn't the case. It was
Hmm.
because so much in that religion and culture and upbringing was
Your value,
your value,
your worth to
your
others.
worth.
Yeah.
And I immediately felt worthless,
Mm.
immediately felt
If somebody told
value.
me that when I was 20,
You know,
if somebody had told me, girl, I think I might have had a party.
same.
I don't understand, but I understand what you're saying about the worth.
Same.
I
That's
do.
how I felt
I
until
do.
I got married to someone who not only was
Didn't feel that way.
connected to what I brought up with, but
Yeah.
his culture. So my husband's Mexican, right?
Okay.
He's one of 10.
Okay. Who? Who?
Okay. So you already know, right?
Who?
Like
This.
when they told me that, my husband and I
Mm.
were we're already married for 3 years. And so
Yeah.
his family's already like, we should have had three
Where's the
already.
hold up?
Like, what,
Yeah.
what's
Where,
the
what
chop
happened?
chop? Like, right?
Yeah, I heard something similar to that. Hmm. Yeah.
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 So,
You want to wait till you finish your degree? What? But you're already married. What are you waiting for?
right.
uh, are you coming to babysit? Oh.
When I had my first,
Mm-hmm.
my mentor's wife showed up at my door to help me out with some things. I was
Mm.
in the process of applying for um, my master's, and she said to me, "Isn't having a baby enough?"
Ah, like you're done.
That memory
Mm.
is photographic for me,
Mm. Wow.
right? So I'm speaking to it to say, we're talking about like these kinds of roles and,
Mm.
projections as to what is your value, what is your worth, what is your
Mm.
purpose,
Yeah.
and clearly it wasn't, right? Clearly,
Yeah.
but this is kind of what we are, I want to say, we're made to deal with, we're made to heal
Yeah.
through, we're made to overcome,
Yeah.
we're made
Yeah.
to work through. And so I'm using this in
Mm.
as example, but there's so many things on the list, and some of them are
Yeah.
not even, I'd like to bring it here if we can, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This conversation started because you were talking about the nurturing with your daughter, and I was like, say that. And I'm always surprised when it comes up, how many people like be in the comments to be like, I can't stand cooking either, I can't stand washing this. Like, I'm
Right.
always surprised, right? But
Yeah.
it's also true in different things in our lives that are not even like gender appropriated, right?
Mm.
Like, if you're running a business, you must do A, B, C, D.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
actually should do it in this order, and
Right. And
you
this
should
way.
feel this way when you're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Regimented. Yes. Yeah.
So let's
And
talk
what's an
about,
appropriate business to have as well?
ooh,
This is a real business,
come on, come
right?
on,
This is a real business. This is professional. This is not professional. This
These
is a
are the three
hobby.
categories that are needed. These are the three categories
Ooh.
that,
Mm.
you know.
So much control is back to control. You can
Mm,
control somebody, you can keep them in line, and they're going to act in a predictable way, and you get what you want. And you don't really have to put forth any effort when you're controlling this person because they're on automatic. They're doing what you say because they're programmed. That's the same
mhm.
thing they did with the slaves. The mothers programmed their children to
Mhm.
behave and to do
Right.
certain things, and it's trickled down all the way through my family.
Mhm.
And it wasn't safe during the civil rights. We were programmed during the civil rights to act a certain way
Yes.
when we were around the other races
Yeah.
because it was for safety and it
Right.
made sense. When I
Right.
was growing up, I was still raised that way, but it wasn't as
Mhm.
necessary. The danger wasn't there. Jim Crow
Mm.
wasn't there anymore. Now
Right.
my parents don't understand why I'm not programming my child to
Mhm.
be a silent, thoughtless person that's just polite and friendly. They don't appreciate it. They think she's bad because she has her own ideas.
Okay, so this is the second piece.
Yeah.
Because you operate outside of the rules,
Hmm.
now come the label.
You're inappropriate.
You're
You're out of
inappropriate,
control.
out of control, bad.
Too, what is the word? Too, you don't have to, whatever the word is.
Mhm.
You're too that.
Too bad.
You're,
Rebellious.
yeah, but you know what? My daughter tells me what the children are talking about at school. And I realized I needed to talk to her about some adult things
Mhm.
that they were talking about at school. And if I had raised her the way that I was raised, oh, she would have kept it to herself and she may have already tried some things that are for adults. And she's only 10. So it may
Mm.
not have had any repercussions right at this moment.
Mhm.
But if she
Mhm.
kept on trying it, it could be really serious. And I'm grateful that I have felt given her the freedom so that she'll still be, I won't say my friend, but she
Yeah.
feels comfortable talking to me.
She feels safe.
Yeah.
She
I
feels
didn't feel
safe.
safe with my mom. There were very few times when I felt like, oh, I've pleased her enough that I can have peace.
Yeah.
And I mean, I there are things I won't talk with her about to this day because whenever we discuss, I'm on trial. It's not just two people talking. It's
Mhm.
me talking to the judge.
Mhm. Right.
you
Yes.
know,
Yes.
and I just know that, and that's okay. And
Yeah.
so that, but yeah, I'm one of those people that's non-conforming and statistic, and I have a business around it, and I haven't fit into the appropriate professions category for my
Come
parents.
on. Come on. Say that. I feel like more people need to hear that.
Yeah, it's inappropriate to them. They're
It's
afraid
inappropriate.
because of their religion. They're afraid because of the culture. But guess what? I inherited my abilities from them. And I told them that. And of course, they couldn't deny it. And really, they've told me who in our family has abilities, et cetera, et cetera. But they are afraid, especially now as they get older and they think they're going to meet their maker and they better do things right.
Right. Right.
They don't approve.
Well, and a part of that is because this is so good. This is so good, so juicy right here, right here, right here. Part of that is because they've lost a bit of control, that they've lost
Mm,
control
a
over
whole
you.
lot of control.
And the need of control came from them feeling a responsibility and an authority
Hmm.
over your life and over your salvation.
Can we talk about parents wanting to control their children because this is something I could never understand. And I just had to
Mm,
come to the conclusion. You tell
yeah.
me what you think because I see parents going to tremendous lengths, we'll say,
Yeah.
to control their children's behavior. And then as they become adults and they're not responsible anymore, they're still trying to control this adult child.
Yes.
And all I can imagine is that they get some kind of boost, some kind of energy boost, some kind of power boost from controlling this person.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
think
love. It's not care and
it's
concern.
not love, and I'm
No.
so glad that you said that because I feel like I think it goes back to I'm just going to say collective trauma, right? Because for
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
for our community slavery, for
Mhm.
other communities colonialism and other
Yeah.
things, right? So
Yeah.
let's just say collective trauma. I
Mhm.
feel like the collective trauma um, warped
Mhm.
how we understood love,
Okay.
right? So
Mhm.
I think many of them think it's love, but really it's still fear. It's
Yeah.
still fear. And I believe, well, I'll say for a lot of the things that I deal with in my family, and I will say for a lot of the things that I deal with my clients,
Mhm.
and especially if they come from some of these Western organized religions, right?
Mhm.
Abrahamic specifically,
Mm.
that
Mm.
they do feel this rested weight of responsibility, okay, of
Mm.
your salvation, which really goes back to safety, right? Because
Yeah.
the warping of salvation is a whole nother topic, right?
Yeah.
But because if you're a whole adult right now,
Yeah.
you're then wholly responsible yourself,
I think
right?
you're being too kind. I think you're being too kind. I really do. If I'm over 18, you're not responsible for my soul.
You're
You
not, but they
you in my
feel
business.
though. They
You
feel,
in my business.
yeah. I still feel like, okay, so let me go back.
If I don't depend on them for finances, if I don't live with them, leave me alone. I left.
Right. But there's a whole other thing too, which I'll say it's very, very deeply Caribbean, very deeply
Mm.
Caribbean,
Mm-hmm.
is um is shame,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
right? It's
I get that.
embarrassment.
I get that. And I think my parents, they were raised during the civil rights era, and saving face was a big deal because there were African Americans who got educated and they moved up and they were respectable citizens, and there were some of us who didn't, and we
Right.
got into crime and got caught up, didn't get educated, etc. And so there's a divide, and we don't want to be with those, people, uneducated, whatever people. We want to be over here. And
Yeah.
don't you dare embarrass me
I
by acting like one of them people, or
okay.
whatever.
So
Hmm.
I was listen, I hope my father's not watching because
I'm pretty sure mine isn't, but hey, he's
I was
retired.
a
He
bit
might be.
I would say, hey Reese, hey Vita. Mwah. I want to say when I was younger, okay, I was one of those, I was soft. I was a soft child. I was one of the good children, right? I was that. But we came from the grocery store and I had asked my father to buy Doritos and he did. And
Okay.
it come through the cash thing, right? Bleep. And I opened it and my father was beside
Are
himself.
you serious? Wow.
Oh, I actually
It was
remember the
already
4
on the bill.
spankings that I got in my life, and that was one of them.
Wow.
And
Okay.
he was like, "Okay, so wait till we get home."
Oh,
And what it
was it?
was the appearance.
Ah,
You got
because
me
it
out
was
here
already rung up. Yeah.
you got me out here looking like
Like
I don't
I
feed you.
feel.
Right?
Like
Like
I feel. Oh, like I don't feel.
you
Okay.
understand it?
Okay. Like
You
I
out
don't
here
take
looking
care of
like
you.
you starving, like you can't wait till
I
you
got in
can
trouble for that kind of thing too.
you
Yes, I
understand?
did. I remember I got slapped.
It
Yep.
was really
And I was a
a thing
teenager.
of honor, right? It's
Yeah.
a thing of perception, how
Yes.
it looks,
Ooh,
which
that's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm.
is so pervasive.
Mm.
It it's so pervasive. It's pervasive in parenthood. It's
Yep.
pervasive in your work. It's pervasive in your businesses, how you
Mm-hmm.
market, how you show up, how you it's so pervasive
Yeah.
how it looks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's so powerful. I promise you it's probably one of the I would say it's probably the top 5 things that I work with even in
Yeah.
my business
Yeah.
and that I had to work through myself. How it looks.
Yeah.
How's it going to look?
Yeah. And you know what? I agree with you that that's there. And I agree that it's important. I do agree with my parents on that. I do try to present myself a certain way. But I was also that child that I was arguing with the Sunday school teacher. This
Come
don't add
on.
up. Why is this? Why is that? I was sitting there prim and proper, but I had questions and I was asking my questions. I was a troublemaker mentally. I
Yeah.
was good, following instructions, but I had questions and
Yeah.
no adults could satisfy my questions, but especially at church, I was really like difficult. Veda got in
And
trouble. Okay, I
yeah,
understand.
I want to say the porch was a big deal for my parents too. That porch situation.
The front porch, yes.
uh, Listen, you ain't gonna be acting any kind of way, not on the front porch. You understand? But I
Hmm,
I do feel that, Charmaine, that people who are here to really make a difference, to really be trailblazers, to really
hmm,
break the mold, that they were that way, that
yeah.
they were, as God rest his soul, was named John. Vita quotes him all the time. Make good trouble. What's his name?
I like that.
Yeah, the
I,
civil rights movement.
okay,
Movement. Oh, why is his name escaping me?
we'll look it up. We'll
I'll
look it
get his
up.
name. But it comes to also. I want to say this real quick. There she. I'm gonna flash her comment. Hold on. I'm gonna try.
Asking
Asking questions
questions
was a
taboo. Yeah.
taboo, right? And what's interesting is as people are John Lewis, thank you, Vita. John Lewis. Yeah, he's a,
Okay.
let's go make some good trouble,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Um, it comes to that control that you were talking
yeah,
about,
yeah.
right?
Stepping on the line.
If you're asking questions, you might find different ways to be.
That's why they didn't want the slaves to learn to read. Every little thing that I do different from my family, there was no Google when I became
Okay,
vegetarian. There was
right,
no Google
right,
when I started wearing my hair natural. If it was, I wasn't using it, you know?
yeah,
I had to read about it in a book, or I had to go somewhere and talk to somebody that was different than who I grew up with, or I just had to try it and just see what happened.
mm-hmm,
Just check it
mm-hmm,
out.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
yeah,
And I have done that so many times in my life, and it feels lonely and it feels not feminine. There's usually community with feminine things, but
yeah.
it's a different feeling. But I'm a revolutionary. So
Come on.
sometimes you have to go first, sometimes you have to go by yourself.
Say that again. She said, I
Yes,
am a revolutionary. So
yes, ma'am.
sometimes you have to go first,
First.
and sometimes you have to go by yourself.
Yeah. And sometimes nobody looks like you. I'm used to that. Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's okay. It's
And
okay.
it's okay.
It's
This is
okay.
so important. This is
Yeah.
it's okay. What are we saying? It's okay. It's okay. You actually can be a fantastic mother and not
Mm.
love to cook.
Huh. Or not like kids.
Oh, not like woo.
Or
Okay.
not like to be touched. I saw a really quick, like a TikTok or something. This lady was singing. Oh no, she wasn't singing. It was like an old song from like a hip hop song, and she was like, "Give me some space, don't touch me." And her toddler was like all over her, touching her everywhere. And
Mm,
some people live for that, but it used to drive me crazy. I could do like a little, but
yeah.
it was too much.
And that was that.
So
That
I was
was
like, "Ooh, somebody's talking about it."
you know, I wanna. I'm gonna. So I know we've been up here for a minute, and we'll be ending soon. But I want to say this because I've said this. I've quoted her before, and I think this is a beautiful space to say it. Toni
Mhm.
Morrison, in an interview,
Mm,
she talked about how when she was really deciding on her identity as a writer,
mm,
that she had a choice to make. There were other African American writers, but she had a choice to make. She felt like most of them were writing to the white gaze. And
mm.
I want to be clear here. I'm not for everybody's listening. I'm not specifically speaking about African American experience, right? I'm saying it in a way that I want us to understand that this is something we can translate to all spaces where
Right.
you are feeling control. She said, I feel like most of them were writing to the white gaze, and I decided that I wasn't going to do that. It was part of she was saying, it's part of my
Mhm.
identity. I
Right.
decided I will not do that.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to write to my people.
Mhm.
And she got, and so there was some of that churn, that question. Okay, I probably won't be a bestseller. Okay, I probably won't get a Nobel Peace Prize. You know, I
Right,
probably won't
right,
get the
right, right, right.
Pulitzer, right? She was like, okay, but I am deciding who I am,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then she ended up getting all those prizes,
Right, all those
right?
things
she ended
for
up
being
getting all of
herself.
that for
Because she
being
was herself. Yeah.
deciding who she is. And I
Yeah.
just want to say this because
I love that.
in many parts of our lives, I'll ask the question, right? In your motherhood, in your fatherhood, in your nightlife.
Well.
You know, in your work, your life work, your business, is there a gaze that you might still be struggling with, churning with, or even performing to? You know?
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. When you're, the pace at which your child learns or how they behave
in public.
in public, right? Well,
how terrible their timing is.
When you're traveling and you're traveling with your oracle, your tarot cards, and what, the things that, and you're out there, you're making your reel or your video, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna say that, but I'm not gonna use this word because whose gaze?
Right.
Whose gaze are you still performing under?
Wow. That's important to think about. Like I said, I'm a shaman, I'm a mystic, and I had to get that. I had to get my parents' opinion, my family's opinion off my back. And all the fear that I was raised with, I had to get rid of it because it had been 6 generations between me and the last shaman in my bloodline. So that was somebody back in slavery. That was somebody protecting themselves, working on themselves in secret.
In secret.
Okay. Maybe they brought it from the motherland. Maybe they learned it here, whatever, but they were the last one. And their children didn't pick it up. Well, I'm their child, but not directly.
Right.
I don't know them. I never met them. And so
didn't pick it up or suppressed it, right? Hid it, covered it.
Yeah.
And I know you probably I experience it in my work too, that some of those people who are now, right, like in this now, struggling a little bit, but like wanting to, they experience outworkings. They experience the manifestations of hiding it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or covering it or suppressing it.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Things they feel in their body. So for some people, pain. For some people, pressure. For some people, different kinds of stress. For some people, right? Like there is a manifestation. There's an outworking.
Oh yeah.
Of suppressing.
The body keeps track. There's a book called The Body Keeps the Score.
The Score. Yeah.
And it's true. It's true. Yeah. The body holds on like a record to all of that. And you gotta find a way to get rid of it. The body's gonna keep on letting you know, keep on giving you pain, keep on making you uncomfortable until you address it. Aspirin, no.
Okay.
No.
Oh my goodness. And I'm just gonna say this, and everyone hear me clearly. I'm not diagnosing, and I'm not saying don't do the things. I'm not saying that, right?
Right.
But we're self-medicating.
Do both.
We're self-medicating. We're in therapy for decades and decades and decades. Yeah. We're staying in marriages. We're covering. I done stepped on something. I know. Somebody's toes is hurt.
No, you talk about stuff.
Yeah, because let's be real. Right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
then
Yeah. Yeah.
and then saying, "Oh man, the therapy's not working, the medication's not working, the energy work is not working." No, what it is
It's not the right solution. It's
you're
not the answer.
right.
Yeah, don't stop going to therapy, but try this other thing. Okay. And if you
Yeah.
feel better, say it's the therapy, honey. Who cares? I don't care.
Oh, I love it.
I
Who
don't care.
cares?
Say it's the therapy. If you
Who
got where you were
cares?
supposed to get, there we go.
So
And
can I just
speaking
say
of
this
therapy,
generally?
go
Can
ahead.
I just say this generally? I think we get to adopt some more who cares energy.
Whew,
Like really
I
for
love
real,
it.
for real, for real, for real. I
I
remember
love
when I
it.
was when I was in my military, I know this goes back to the cooking thing, but when I was in the military career, right?
You
My
really
first
don't like to
tour,
cook. That's
listen,
okay.
I was in my first tour, right? I was single momming because my husband stationed in another place,
Okay.
and this was legit, right? I don't like to cook, but also it was a tough time, right? I'm on
Definitely.
call 24/7. Things are blowing up where I
Mm,
work and all the things. And my son ate a lot of fast food, right?
yeah.
There was a lot of fast food. There was a lot of other people's housing. There was just no other way to do it, right? And I remember I literally broke down
Mm,
because the judgment,
yeah. Yeah. Again.
the label, I am a
Hmm.
bad mom.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? You doing everything you can, and this thing that takes way more time, effort, and attention than it should is not being handled the way they are suggesting. These kids are not dying from eating fast food all the time. Adults are dying from eating fast food. These kids are all right. Okay. My child has eaten a lot of ramen. Okay. I buy ramen on purpose. Okay. It's not
Listen,
an accident.
there are some college students do their whole college career on ramen. Okay, like
Hello. Hello. It's old people dying from ramen, not young people. That's a whole other conversation. But listen, you won't hear it from me because look, I bought a whole bunch of Velveeta mac and cheese.
okay.
Okay.
I
Whole
love this
bunch.
right there.
The microwave
Kids
one.
still
Okay.
alive
I'm not
and they
even boiling
good.
the water.
Rhonda, let me tell you, there was a chief that was on the
That's right,
station, and
Rhonda.
that's what she said to me. She was like, "Is he alive, honey?
That's what I'm saying. He's
Then let's
alive.
go. Let's
He's
keep
eating.
moving. Let's keep it
Yeah,
moving."
they didn't eat it every day, but come on. It could happen a couple times a week. Nobody's gonna die. Nobody's gonna die. We used to get in trouble for eating ramen. That was like a treat to us. Like
Yeah.
we could find some little pennies, right? And go get some ramen, walk to the store by ourselves. Like that was amazing. That was so much fun. You know, and these
Ramen,
kids are crying because they got ramen a couple times a week. I was like, ooh, ramen. I get some chicken ramen. Girl, what did it cost? 14 cents or something?
14 cents.
Yeah,
Here
it
was
was
the struggle
crazy.
for me. I'm gonna tell you
Just
what the
walk to the
struggle for me
store.
was. The crazy thing, here's my mind. The crazy thing was that my kid was okay, but I was still beating myself up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And other people may not have even been judging you, but you just felt it anyway. The collective
The collective
guilt.
pressure,
Yeah.
guilt, right?
Yes.
And then of course
Yes.
I go online and,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh
I'm
yeah.
in these groups, okay? Because I'm wanting to be the perfect mom. So I'm in these
You have
groups. Y'all
more
get out them
energy than
groups. I'm
me.
gonna tell y'all the truth. I know
Yeah,
I
you have
know
more
community is
energy than
important
me.
for y'all, but y'all got to get out these groups because
Woo.
let us adopt some more who cares energy.
I
Like for
love
real,
it.
for
I
real.
love it. Yes, I love it. Drink some extra water. You'll be all right. Just flush it. Flush, flush it. Just flush it with some water. You'll be all right. Because if I have to fight with you to eat, just eat
And
with
also,
water.
if I have to fight with myself,
So exhausting. So exhausting. Thank you, Veda. I want to see you again too.
right?
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Mm, this has been so juicy. So good.
I know.
Yes. Yeah, there was some really, really powerful things that came through. Tara said, who cares? His
Yes.
energy is everything. It really
Yes.
is. It really is. Because I'm just not even going to say because.
We don't have to explain. But yes,
No.
it is.
Because here's another thing. Too
Mm.
much damn explaining. Too
Another
much
thing that's
damn
so
explaining,
exhausting.
justifying.
And they're not going to accept your explanation anyway. Anyway. So why?
Anyway, ooh,
Why?
say it again. They're not
There's,
going to accept your explanation, your
yeah,
reasoning, your
you're on trial. You're on trial. I refuse to be on trial. I will write you a letter if I need to tell you something, but you're not going to pull me into the
ooh.
courtroom. I
Okay,
don't owe you an
so
explanation.
can I just say this? I'm so glad you just said that.
Mhm.
When you said I refuse to be on trial, like
Yeah.
right before you said that, I literally saw, because sometimes clairvoyance comes through. I'm not clairvoyant, generally speaking.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
lead with that. Let me say
Yeah,
that. I don't
right.
lead with it, right?
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
But
It's
I
on the side.
literally saw
Uh-huh.
someone get up from the witness stand and walk off.
I like it. I like it.
Okay, because somebody listening right now, you're listening live, you're listening on replay, whatever you're listening,
Get up and walk.
get up off the witness stand
Yes. Yes.
and walk off. You feel
That's
like you
right.
have to be there. You
Free.
don't.
That's what we're talking about.
You
Freedom.
don't. Freedom.
Control and freedom. Yeah.
Get up and walk off.
Yeah. I feel like the generation before us, our parents' generation, was fighting others for freedom.
Yes.
We're fighting for our freedom, period. You know, I think Shirley Chisholm said, if they don't give me a seat at the table, I'm gonna bring a folding chair. I'm pretty sure that was Shirley Chisholm.
Mm.
And she was right at the time. Okay. But
Mhm.
now we have the internet. We have Zoom.
Right.
We have
Right.
international. We can do things
Ooh.
with anyone. We don't need to get to the table. We
Okay.
can make our own table.
Come on. Because they
Yeah.
would still like you to feel like there's no table like their table.
Yeah. Well, that's the control. You got to try and sit here, but we won't let you. We won't let you. But we will still want you to try. You
This
can't
is the
sit with
point.
us,
That's right.
but
That's
we
the
want you
point.
to try.
Yes.
No, a lot of people are walking away. I don't want to start something at the last minute, but I do have to applaud these young girls that are in their 20s and they're like, I'm not getting married
Yes.
and I'm not having children.
Mm-hmm.
And they're making a conscious decision while it's still a choice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm applaud them. And
Mhm.
not because I'm against family or kids or any of that, because we need that to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
What they're saying is, I see that there's a whole bunch of choices out here, whole bunch of men that are not open or that are going to raise my child and be with me like how I grew up. And I don't want to repeat that. So to prevent that from happening, because maybe they're not energy workers, maybe they don't know how to heal their ancestral wounds, they're just walking away from it.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
like, I can pay my bills, I can travel, I'm good. Like, I don't need to do this. I don't have to put up with this. And I'm applauding them because that never crossed my mind. Now, when I was 8, I told my mom I wasn't having any kids.
Mm.
I did do that. But it was too strong. The society things were too strong. The community, the family, all that was too strong. And it didn't happen that way.
Yeah.
But if I was in this time, with my understanding, things would be different. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm gonna say the truth. I'm a stand. Listen, I'm touching and agreeing. I just said that to myself the other day.
It was different. I mean, I'm more conscious now. I'm
Yeah.
not there, you
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah.
I was. It was interesting when I was growing up. I was like a sheep. I was following along, but I was still like, this ain't right. This ain't
Yeah.
right. I'm following because I need to eat. If my parents kick me out,
Okay. So safety
I'm
and
gonna die.
survival. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's safety
I'm
and
gonna die.
survival.
I can't
Yes.
make money yet. I don't know how to
Yes.
do this thing.
Yes.
But this isn't right. I don't like how these people are interacting with each other. I don't like how they're treating me. I don't like how they're treating other people.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm only 15, you know?
Right.
So I gotta
Right.
get along with these people.
Right.
At least till I get a job. You know?
Right.
It's like,
Right.
And I did want to leave like at 18. And people said, why are they such a rush? How were they raised?
Mm-hmm.
Were you raised in a supportive environment? You know, are we out of time? Because I have one more thing I want to say, but if we're out of time, I will leave it. I will.
I'm going to say, no, say the thing, because
Oh,
let
okay.
spirit
Well,
lead. Let spirit lead. Say the thing.
in feng shui,
Mhm.
there are the different elements, right? And
Mhm.
people have dominant elements. And what I realized really recently is that my element is in direct opposition to my parents' elements. My brother's
Mm.
element is kind of like he's earth and he is more get along with everybody
Right, right,
kind of situation.
right. Because it's
I'm
underneath.
wood. I'm wood. My mother's fire. So imagine fire and wood.
Oof,
And my dad is metal, metal and
oof.
wood. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of things became clear. And
Yeah.
I just want to say to people who feel like nonconformists, know who
That's
you are.
everybody. Everybody listening to this feels like
Yeah.
nonconformist. Let me just say that. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
And you probably are. I mean,
Yeah.
there's more than one way to be. It's more than one way to be. But know who you are. Know who you really are. Because you can't be yourself. You don't know yourself. You have to know yourself.
That's
Yeah.
it right there.
Yeah.
Know yourself. And now I'm gonna say, give yourself the permission.
Ah, taking my whole life,
Yeah.
my whole life.
Give yourself the
Throw off.
permission.
Yeah. Throw
Back
it
to the
off.
analogy. Go ahead and walk off that witness stand.
Yeah. I love that. I love it. I love it. Yeah. I just decided, you just decided. You
Yeah.
decided.
Let's decide.
I don't have to fit your standard. I don't have to be on trial, explain myself every time. Either you get it or you don't get it.
And I just want to say, I'm really, analogies are like, it's that thing, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what happens is we're, because of safety survival coding, we come up on the witness stand and we feel like we have to stay. It's like the elephant, that story with the elephant, they took the chain off, but you still feel like you
Right.
have to be there.
That's
The
right.
environment
Didn't go
makes you
far.
feel like you can't get off that witness stand, right?
Right.
Like
Right.
the courtroom is dark. It's all, it's dark walls. Is
Yes.
the way that it's set up. It's
You've been subpoenaed.
you've been subpoenaed.
You can't leave.
Understand? It's a bailiff in the corner. Okay.
You're in
Understand?
contempt if you get up.
Okay. So the environment makes you feel like you can't get up from under that gaze.
Yeah.
And I think we get to end and close and summarize and everything, like
Yeah.
just encouraging everybody. Give yourself know who you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Know who you are.
Think about it as long as you need to.
Mhm.
Think about it.
Yes.
But
Do all
also
the things.
But
Do
also
all the
move.
things.
Also
Get
move.
your whatever, your human design, your astrology, your
Yeah,
like do
whatever. And
all the
keep
things
taking the antidepressants if you need to.
if you
Do
need
it.
to.
Do it. Do what you got to do. Chemical imbalance is real.
Mhm.
Mental
Hormone
illness
imbalance is real.
Woo.
Life stages is real. Ooh.
That's a whole other time. Yes, all of it.
Part 1, part 2, and part 3.
I'm telling you, know thyself.
It's all real.
Know thyself.
Right? Your flesh is real.
Right. The pain is real. If you have to just inch to go towards it, it's fine. If you have to say, I'm going to spend the night in jail if I do this, but if I don't get up, I'm going to die bitter and angry, you go spend the night in jail and just do your best. Stay awake. don't fall asleep. Spend the night in jail and then go home a free person. Go home free. Yes.
Person.
Free. Don't stay in jail. If you don't know if you're in jail or not, that's the first problem. But if you know,
yeah, I feel like
Get out.
Your spirit, your body,
Yeah.
You know. Thank you. Thank you, Charbade, for such a juicy conversation. Thank you. Everyone listening, she is tagged on this. You know where that she's on Facebook, she's on LinkedIn, she's on YouTube. You're tagged. If you want to ask her, well, let me not speak for you. If you want to, I'm saying for my people, if you want to connect with her, connect. You know what I mean? Yeah. Connect, click the bell, follow her. I'm so honored and I'm so grateful to have you in my field as a friend and as a trusted colleague and energy worker. And
I feel that, and I return it to you. I feel it. That energy is important. Our people are spiritual. We always have been. You don't need permission.
Come on.
to be who you are.
Ooh,
You don't need permission.
can I just stop it, Charmaine?
Okay. Okay.
Because I actually do need to piece that out a little bit because people don't understand permission. Permission, what she means is
Permission.
acceptance,
Mm-hmm. Who cares?
table,
Right.
path,
Ooh.
their community,
Ooh.
their what you don't.
No permission needed.
No permission needed.
No permission needed.
So I'm just gonna flash this comment, Charmaine, and we get to talk about this because maybe we'll do a private session
Oh.
with people who sign up. She said, I need a night on the couch with some wine and you ladies. And I'm like, I'm thinking
Oh,
that's
thank
the
you,
thing.
Dee.
I'm thinking that's a whole vibe and like a
Yeah,
whole thing.
we might have to
Okay.
get some more energy on it.
You know what I mean? I'm liking it. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone who was here. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for elevating. Thank you for deciding in your spirit. Thank you for your yes. Thank you for your awareness. Thank you for your movement. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
felt that more than any church service I had ever been. No benediction ever touched that. And I'm telling you right now. Yes, ma'am. I felt it. I felt it. Yeah.
Big hugs to everybody. Love and peace. Love and peace. Okay. We'll let you know when the next one's coming. We'll let you know. Bye, everybody.